far. I was unacceptable in every aspect of the game, unacceptable in attitude. I keep coming out and defending the players. That's indefensible. That performance tonight, the amount of the goals we conceded, the amount of duels that we lost, the lack of intensity in the team, and something needs to change drastically here right now.
What have you said to the players? Why do you think they put that performance in?
Why? We need to look in the mirror. I need to look in the mirror, but I can't keep coming out here defending some of the things that we're seeing. Manchester United, genuinely, the result wasn't there. Felt we turned a corner, but the general attitude, spirit was lacking. Determination, maybe 3 or 4 out of the 11. That's nowhere near enough for this club. It's nowhere near enough. I can't come out and lie. I'll tell the truth. That was an unacceptable performance in every area.
The start looked particularly difficult as well, and the warning signs were there even before the goal.
The goal was terrible. We have an easy header. We missed the header. The passage before the goal upset me even more. I think there were 4 or 5 occasions where we can actually show some moral courage and quality and take the ball down and play. We just kicked the ball back to Brighton. That's not a lack of. Can speak about a lack of confidence or results not going our way. That doesn't represent anything that I ever want to see in it. I won't ever see it again.
Does it feel like a lack of professionalism then when you sort of cage it like that?
The performance in terms of professionalism wasn't there. It's a really, really difficult night. The most difficult night, not even so far here at this magnificent football club in my career. Because some of the things I was witnessing today, I never ever want to see again.
And the fact that it didn't get better as well, was that equally concerning as the game wore on? There was a little patch at the start of the second half when you restructured, but after that, it looked like they were throwing the towel in to some degree. Yeah,
you have to ask the players. I never ever want to see anyone, whether you're playing for this club, at this elite football club, or at any football club, to be even accused of throwing the towel in. It's unacceptable. That's all I'm going to say. I'm hurting. I feel numb. Because that doesn't represent me. That doesn't represent the football club in any way, and that has to change starting with the FA Cup semi-final on Sunday.
If you look at the distances covered, not just in this game, but in every single Premier League game this season, Chelsea have been second to their opponents. That goes back way beyond your time here as well. Do you think that's a sign of a deeper malaise?
I don't want to go into that right now. I have my own thoughts, I have my own feelings. I've discussed in depth about how this club, regardless of who's the manager or what needs to happen at this football club, for this club to be where it needs to be. For this club to be where it needs to be. It's not about me. It's about this football club. Chelsea represents fight and spirit, determination, and that was lacking in every department this evening.
You didn't seem to have too many options on the bench as well. I know Garnacho came on and made a little bit of difference for a bit, but there were 7 players who were 21 or younger. Again, this goes back before your time. Do you think that it shows the wider issues with the way the squad is structured, given how much has been spent here?
We've had injuries. It's not an excuse, it's a reality. But that team that we put out today was far better in terms of its engagement to the game. And for me, I will pick a team on Sunday that represent the club in the correct manner.
Does Sunday become a huge game now because you're slipping down the league and it looks like you're falling out of the European places? Does everything point to Sunday? Will that define the entire season?
This was a huge game and we didn't hit the mark anywhere near. Every game between now and the end of the season is a huge game, and it needs to look like that in the way that we play.
And what can be done between now and Sunday? Because it does look a squad bereft of ideas in that sense and bereft of effort.
Well, that's your opinion. I have to sit with the staff and we have to make sure we get it right for Sunday.
Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, an incredibly honest interview there from Liam Rosenior.
Yeah.
A couple of things picked up on there. Unacceptable, indefensible. They need to look at themselves in the mirror. Something needs to change.
Yeah.
What did you make of it?
Well, we hit the nail on the head. You know, it's totally true. I mean, you're looking at a man that's under intense pressure to kind of save his job as such. And he's bitterly disappointed that he's had a group of players that have gone out and performed like that. He's come out time and time before and not made excuses, but there's been excuses in terms of injuries and stuff. But you know, he will be so disappointed that the lacklustre performance, and in terms of game plan and know-how, and I said there about courage, about getting on the ball and just trying to play. But the biggest thing was it's far too easy for the Brighton players. Not getting close enough to them, stop getting their head down, stopping passes going forward, and this was just an apologetic.
Yeah,
sorry.
Listen, it was an honest interview, wasn't it? It was a fair reflection, an honest interview, and I've seen him time and time again come out and defend his squad, defend his players when maybe he didn't have to. Tonight you couldn't defend tonight, as he said. I feel slightly sorry for him in terms of, I feel the squad let him down, I feel individually as the players let him down. And he's under pressure. You want him to do well. A young English coach has got an opportunity at a massive club. He's in a tough moment at this moment in time. He needs his squad to produce more for him. But I thought it was a really honest interview, yeah.